Welcome to Rage in the Cage TV. Again, starting off the episode with a special presentation of Bad Blood Muay Thai brought to you by No Fear. You have it or you don't. The official energy drink of Rage in the Cage.
And Remix Watches, how do you remix?
Go to remixwatches.com. Easy Tattoo, the #1 tattoo studio in the state of Arizona, located in Scottsdale. Born to Bleed, the official fight swag of Rage in the Cage. Go to borntobleed.com. Now, Shannon, can you tell the viewers about the headdress on J.D. Wright's head?
Yeah, that's a traditional Mongkong. That's a headdress that the Thai guys wear. It's just part of their outfit that they wear.
Now, if you want to get your shot at getting into the cage or into the ring, try UCFC Ultimate Combat Fighting Challenge. Go to UCFCAZ.com. See if you got what it takes. These are the amateur fights that lead to Rage in the Cage and Bad Blood Muay Thai. The next Bad Blood Muay Thai fight, June 9th, 910 Live Sports Bar and Grill. Come check it out.
First, on my left, wearing silver trunks with black trim, he comes to us from Fountain Hills, Arizona.
We got J.D. Wright in the blue corner, another fighter out of Best Muay Thai with Master Bob Carmel. Now you notice with his headdress, and then you had Pinthal a few weeks ago with his gear and the armbands. There's a lot of traditional Muay Thai traditions that you see out of the Best Muay Thai. It's a very old school gym, a lot of old school traditions, no?
Yeah, definitely traditional Muay Thai. Bob Carmel, you know, he's the one that brought Fairtex over to the United States. They started a Fairtex gym right there in Chandler, Arizona. And, actually the United States wouldn't even be having Muay Thai if it wasn't for Bob Carmel. I mean, he's the one that really is the founder and the godfather of Muay Thai.
Now, Gilbert Pimentel, he's out of Power MMA out in the East Valley. Can you tell us a little bit about there? We've seen some of their fighters in Rage in the Cage. Now we're seeing him out of in Bad Blood Muay Thai.
Yeah, Power MMA doing Muay Thai. I'm kind of shocked at this because most of their guys are wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys, and they do the MMA. They have Ryan Bader over there and some of the big guys like CB Dalloway. And looks like this guy's ready to do some Muay Thai, though.
Looks like we're going to see the first showing of Power MMA in Muay Thai with Best Muay Thai, which is strictly a Muay Thai gym. Come out swinging with some kicks.
And also you're going to notice that, the first round is actually pretty slow. I mean, that's pretty much a fill-out period. And then the second and third round, they usually step it up.
Yeah, you see a lot of clinches in the first round, this kind of Muay Thai clinch. And Pimentel comes with a nice hard swing. You got a front kick from J.D. Going back and forth, trying to fill each other out. See a lot of push kicks and a lot of clinches in this first round. Yeah,
coming from Carmel's camp, you know what, Best Muay Thai, they're really known for their clinches, man. They got really good clinches.
Oh, wow, that was a pretty nice series. He comes in with a left and then a right, and then Carlos tries to fight him off. A little bit of back and forth action. Both of these guys are swinging at each other.
Yeah, actually, they're swinging for the fences. They're going for that knockout.
Now, Shannon, you've done a little bit of Muay Thai back in your day. Can you tell us about the training? Wow, as Carlos comes in with a front kick, puts him up against the ropes, but JD grabs a clinch. Can you talk to us about the training for Muay Thai, as it's a little different from MMA training?
Yeah, the Muay Thai training, it's a lot of kicks, a lot of shin conditioning, a lot of elbows, a lot of clinch drills, and a lot of, you got to get your body in shape. You have to be in top shape, not only to take a punch, but to take a kick.
Wow, as another nice left shot from Carlos onto J.D. Wright. Now, with fights like these, you got to be prepared to stand up. When you're in MMA, you can hold an opponent down and kind of work on the ground game. Here, you're constantly on your feet. You're constantly moving back and forth, avoiding punches and kicks. So, the cardio is it's a lot different. You notice that a lot of these guys in Muay Thai, they're a lot leaner than some of the people that you find in MMA. That just comes from having a heavy cardio game.
Yeah, the cardio is #1. Cardio will make a coward of a man. If your conditioning isn't up to par, you're going to be hurt.
And that's the end of our first round. A nice, solid back and forth round. And we're back, Rage in the Cage TV, with a special presentation of Bad Blood Muay Thai. We've got J.D. Wright against Gilbert Pimentel. Gilbert out of Power MMA out in the East Valley, out in Mesa. And oh, J.D. Wright with a nice trip out of the Best Muay Thai Gym with Master Bob Carmel. Now, Shannon, we had a pretty solid opening. The first 15 seconds, you had that nice trip from J.D. Wright. That filling out process is a little bit over. You see these guys being a little bit more aggressive. J.D. definitely taking the lead with throwing some kicks. He's staying on Gilbert in the second round.
Yeah, but you know what? I gotta hand it to Gilbert, man. His boxing looks really crisp and clean. You know, he's not doing a lot of slipping, a lot of movement, a lot of good footwork. I'm impressed with his boxing.
Yeah, he's not showing any intimidation, and he caught a couple kicks already in this round. Caught him and brushed him off. We saw in the first round that JD was pushing him back with some of those front kicks. And whoa, a nice little stiff jab from JD onto Gilbert.
Well, JD looks a little more like he has more muscle than Gilbert does, so I think that's going to come to play.
And Gilbert is a distinctive amount older, won't disclose his age, but I mean, he's definitely got a lot more of a ripped muscle tone. Gilbert is a lot younger, so he's got not necessarily as much of a mature muscle tone, but I mean, he's definitely not showing any intimidation as JD takes him to the ropes. But I mean, he keeps putting up a fight. JD is bringing the fight to, or JD's bringing the fight to him, but Gilbert is bringing the fight right back. You can see it right there. Takes him up against the ropes. Gilbert pushes him off, catches him with the trip. I don't know, that might have been a little bit of a slip.
No, that was a slip, definitely a slip.
That's one of the things that you see when someone goes for a front kick. You've seen a lot of slips. You know, it just happens when you know, you're used to it being a strictly stand-up game. And something like the MMA game, if you slip, that's the end of the game right there.
Well, you got to notice too, they're on a canvas. You know, they're not wearing boxing shoes. Boxing did.
Oh!
Nice
Wow.
cut kick. Nice cut kick.
That was definitely a trip right there. There was no slip on that part.
All right, that's the end of round 2.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, what does it take to get into the cage?
No fear. You have it or you don't.
And we're back. Third round of this Bad Blood Muay Thai fight. Gilbert Pimentel against J.D. Wright, who just takes a nasty slip and a fall going for that front kick.
Well, that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier, man. It's just that canvas is so slippery. If you don't have shoes on, it's a real slippery surface. The trick to that is to keep your feet wet.
To keep them wet, not powder, not flour, nothing like that.
No. In the corner, you know, you'll see guys in between rounds, they'll pour water in the corner to keep your feet wet. That way you have traction. But when your feet get dry, you're pretty slippery.
Yeah, that's good to know. And then this, now this canvas is a traditional boxing style canvas too. The you know, boxing shoes and the wrestling shoes that you see people wearing, that it's got traction on them. And in the MMA cage, that's more of a tarp style.
It's a vinyl.
The vinyl covering, which, you know, lets your feet have traction. You know, in this is a traditional canvas ring, really slippery if you don't got your shoes on. So
yeah, I think boxing, you know, Muay Thai, everybody went to use a boxing ring and they just kept the boxing canvas. I think Muay Thai actually should use a vinyl ring. I mean, if it was a vinyl flooring, then they wouldn't be so slippery.
Vinyl flooring, similar to the one that you're saying in the cage. Again, we got another slip.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slippery surface out there, bud.
It's kind of hindering the game. You know, this is the second or third slip we've seen from JD. He's just going for it, but I mean that.
Nice shin kick right there.
And now the action kicks back up. This has been a heck of a back and forth fight. What do you think? Where do you got the fight scored so far?
Man, you know what? To me, it looks like it was a pretty even rounds. Both guys. I may have a slight edge over to Gilbert.
Well, you saw that punch. You see Gilbert give JD a smile as he goes in for that clinch. These guys, I think they've earned each other's respect in this back and forth fight.
I think the referee needs to step in just a little bit quicker, but, you know, that's just my opinion.
He was trying to see if they had a little bit of action on the ropes, but each time they go into the clinch, you don't see much action. And that is the end of the third round. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, with the official decision.
Tattoos and piercings aren't accessories, they're works of art. At EZ Tattoo, we take the utmost pride in our award-winning work. Utilizing the latest technology and safest sanitation procedures, our artists are here to help with any questions or concerns. When it's time to turn your body into a canvas, we're the place to go. Owner Myron Larrabee invites everyone to explore Scottsdale's oldest and most respected tattoo studio, EZ Tattoo, in Scottsdale.
All right, Shannon, we're back for the official decision. What do you think? Where do you think the judges have it?
Oh man, you know what? I have no idea. I scored it for Gilbert, so we'll see what happens here.
It's definitely a close fight. In the third round, we had some difficulties with JD, you know, slipping and sliding. We were talking about them being on the canvas ring as opposed to a vinyl ring without the shoes on. And, you know, do you think that might have some effect on the decision for the third round?
It might have a little bit.
For JD Wright out of the blue corner.
One judge for each so far.
29-29. This contest ends in a draw.
Yeah,
wow.
You know what? I could totally see a draw. The first two rounds I had it pretty even, so yeah, the draw's not a bad decision.
I mean, you really don't want to see a loser out of the two. I don't think the judges did either, so we have a draw on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
It was a close fight.
And we're back on Rage in the Cage TV. Kyle Boehm on his way to the ring. Let's see what he had to say with Shannon the Cannon Rich earlier today.
I'm with Kyle Boehm. Kyle, you're from Flagstaff, Arizona, up north, out there in the snow, out in this cold winter night. Hey, you're 1-0, you're undefeated, you're here at Rage in the Cage. What is going on for tonight's fight?
I want to try and finish it early. You know, I want to try and finish it in the first round. That's what I did with my last fight, so that's what I intend to do tonight.
So are you saying we're going to see a knockout or a submission?
I'm hoping for, you know, I'm willing to take it wherever it needs to go, but I'm hoping to get it to the ground and try and finish it with strikes.
And definitely keep it out of the judge's hands.
Exactly, yeah, I don't want it to go to the cards.
Hey, are there any sponsors you'd like to thank for tonight's fight?
No, I'm just independent on my own.
How about your gym? What
Flagstaff MMA, yeah, up in Flagstaff. Got to thank them, you know, they helped me get ready, so all the hard work I put in, hopefully it'll pay off tonight.
All right, so all the Flagstaff guys, cheer for your man right here.
heavyweight action. Kyle Boehm in the ring, and his opponent tonight is Leroy Douglas. He's making his way to the ring right now. See Leroy Douglas with his Cutthroat Logic shirt. Cutthroat Logic is Leroy Douglas's big sponsor.
Hey, I'm here with Leroy Douglas. Now, Leroy, you're out of Mesa, Arizona. You're fighting in Rage in the Cage. Who do you train with, bud?
I train with 2 teams. I train with Night Marchers Fight Club right here, and I also train with Freak Animal Fitness, Paul O'Keefe, and Alex Pacheco, who just took first place in Naga.
First place in Naga. So, I mean, I know that's a good grappling school. You guys do a lot of ground fighting. Are you a grappler or a stand-up striker?
I come from Muay Thai, so I wanted to work my ground game with them so I could get better. I got tired of getting tapped out in practice.
Hey, now, I've seen Paul O'Keefe fight many times. Do you actually get to spar with him?
I haven't rolled with him yet, but he likes you. You know, I want to be a stud like Shannon, so I haven't rolled with him, but I will after this fight.
Well, tonight, do you have any predictions?
I want to win, man. I got respect for Kyle. Don't know much about him, but my wife and family are going to be here, and my mom will probably whip my ass if I lose, so I'm going for a knockout.
And all your friends are going to be watching here on Rage in the Cage TV.
Absolutely.
All right, hey, Leroy, are there any sponsors you want to thank for tonight's fight?
Absolutely. I want to thank Cutthroat Logic right here, Money, Power, Respect Entertainment for sponsoring me, CTL, TAF all day.
All right, so we got Leroy Douglas against Kyle Boehm. Kyle out of Flagstaff MMA. First time we're seeing somebody out of that gym in Rage in the Cage. And then also Leroy out of Night Marchers, another first-time fighter out of a new gym in Rage in the Cage. What do you know about these 2 gyms, Night Marchers and Flagstaff MMA?
I don't know anything about Night Marchers, but I know that the guy from Flagstaff, Kyle, is a lumberjack of a man. That is a big guy. 6'4", 226 pounds. Are you kidding me?
Definition of a heavyweight, 78-inch reach. He's in shape, he's built. Leroy Douglas, I mean, you know, we got to be honest, the guy, he's a heavyweight, but he kind of looks a little soft.
Hey, Leroy's a small heavyweight. I think Leroy should be fighting at like 205 or 185, to be honest with you. I think he's just too small to be a heavyweight.
He got a 5'11" frame. That's pretty small in the heavyweight division. You see a lot of heavyweights, maybe 6'2", 6'3", kind of be in the cap. You know, unless you're somebody with really heavy hands, it's really hard to fight at a 225 plus weight.
Yeah, man, this heavyweight fight right here, this is going to be nonstop action, you know. I know both these guys can hit hard, but I'm excited about this one.
All right, we're going to see what happens.
Look at Kyle doing those jumping, man. He's ready to go.
That is a big vertical leap for this guy. Do you think Leroy can jump that high?
I don't know.
Oh, wow, but he comes in with a nice front kick takedown.
Slam. I like that slam.
He gets right behind him, goes to take in the hooks, and now he's trying to spread him, going for that rear naked choke, and he's got him laid out. Wow.
Yeah,
now he's
nice punches to the side of the head, man. There you go. Non-stop action right there. A lot different than a Muay Thai fight.
A lot different, man. We just got action right off the gate. Gets him with the takedown and he's swinging, but Leroy's blocking him. He doesn't seem to be getting anywhere, so now he's going for that choke.
Yeah, you can't just sit there and cover up like that. Referees don't like that. If you're not defending yourself, yeah, this is done. Yep.
And that is it. Leroy Douglas taps out less than a minute into the first round. Kyle Boehm takes him with the choke.
You know, Kyle's a big guy, but you know what? Those punches, you saw that Leroy was blocking him with his gloves. You know what? Even though you're blocking him, and your head is still taking a pounding.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever been to a Rage in the Cage event, you just hear those punches. Those things hit. Now let's go and check the replay. Right off the bat, he goes for that kick, gets caught. Kyle takes him down and goes right behind him, and that was all she wrote. Sinks in the hooks. Now you see he uses the hooks to kind of spread out Leroy's legs. That way, he's got nowhere to go. Sinks in that choke. You see Leroy's legs up in the air. He had nowhere to go. He had no choice but to tap.
The official time, 40 seconds in the very first round. Your winner by submission, rear naked choke. Fighting out of the blue corner, Kyle Boehm!
An extremely impressive victory from Kyle Boehm. Tough victory by Leroy Douglas. You know, what are you going to do when you're in the ring against 225 pounds of a solid Kyle Boehm? Shannon the Cannon in the ring getting a word.
Hey, Kyle came all the way down to Flagstaff to Big City to finish everything about Cage and Rage in the Cage.
And that was a good round. Good energy. I loved it. Good.
Hey, did you really move him over for a submission or did you want to pound him out?
I was pretty sure I wanted to get into the ground. I wanted to see what he gave me, whether it was ground and pound or submission.
impressive victory. We'll be right back with more Rage in the Cage.
EZ Tattoo, the only studio to go to for the best in service, style, and sanitation. At Scottsdale's oldest and most respected tattoo studio, each job is a work of art. Utilizing the latest technology, the state-of-the-art facility has award-winning professionals for when it's time to turn your body into a canvas. We also specialize in body piercing. Pick your style and our award-winning piercing artists will take care of you. For professional, innovative tattoos and piercings, come to EZ Tattoo in Scottsdale.
Hey, what does it take to get into the cage?
No fear. You have it or you don't.
And we're back for our main event on Rage in the Cage TV.
Hey, I'm with Dustin Ramirez, who's a senior in high school, actually getting ready to graduate, right, Dustin?
Yeah, class of 2012.
Dustin, you've had a lot of experience. I know you're like 15-6 in the amateur MMA. Tonight you're fighting in the big show, Rage in the Cage, here at Wild Horse Pass Casino. Rage in the Cage TV. Are you nervous about this fight?
No, I'm not nervous at all. I'm ready for it.
Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Know anything about your opponent?
I'm going to submit him. That's it.
Calling out the submission. I like it. Now, Dustin, I've seen you fight a lot, and I noticed that you are actually really good on the ground. You have a great triangle choke. Do you think that's what we're going to see tonight?
I think I'm going to try something new, something that I've been working on.
Is it a secret, or are you going to tell me?
Yeah, it's a secret.
Okay.
Yeah, Dustin Ramirez making his MMA debut against Carlos Chaparro, another MMA debut out of the Fight Ready gym.
Hey, I'm with Carlos Chaparro from Phoenix, Arizona, by way of El Paso, Texas. Carlos, I know you work in a warehouse and you do a lot of heavy lifting. Is that your training for fights?
It helps out, builds muscle, but you still gotta train. You still gotta learn.
What gym do you train at?
Fight Ready.
Fight Ready. You got a lot of good, tough guys out of Fight Ready. Can you name any of the top guys out of Fight Ready?
Yeah, Frankie Saenz. He's one of the great in the cage fighters too. Dylan, and a lot of tough guys come from over there. So, you guys want to go? See what's up?
Hey, did you have a good camp? I mean, I know you had a couple weeks to train for this fight. Did you have a good camp? You ready to go?
Yeah, all my training partners, they push. You either got to keep up or they'll break it down.
So tonight, are we going to see a knockout or a submission?
I'm ready to where the fight takes me. If he wants to give me the submission, I'll take it. KO, I'll take it. I'm ready everywhere.
That's why they say fight ready.
Fight ready.
Absolutely. All right, man. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
All right, so we got Dustin Ramirez. He's out of the UCFC, the Ultimate Combat Fighting Challenge. Plenty of fights in there as an amateur, but now he is 18 and he's making his debut in Rage in the Cage. I've never seen anyone more excited for their Rage in the Cage debut as Dustin Ramirez.
Hey, Dustin's got a lot going on, man. He's getting ready to graduate high school, and he's making his debut right here in Rage in the Cage.
Dustin is one of the students of our very own Shannon the Cannon Rich, fighting for Team Cannon.
Yeah, he's trained with me for a little while. He just started training with me, so I've only had him for like a week.
All right, so maybe he's not a fully graduated student out of Team Cannon, but
the kid is young, you know what I mean? But he's got a lot of heart, and that's what I look for, man. It doesn't matter with a lot of technique and stuff. I look for guys with a lot of heart. And he's fighting Carlos Chaparro, and I'll tell you what, Carlos has a lot of heart. He trains over at Fight Ready. There's a lot of good guys over there.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of their guys. We have not seen one guy out of Fight Ready that doesn't look like he's
ready to fight.
Like he's ready to fight. They're all very in shape guys. You can tell they do a lot of cardio, a lot of work. I mean, they're all pretty solid for their weights. You look at Carlos; he's a solid 155-pounder. Dustin, he's got long limbs. He's kind of definitely looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, Dustin's pretty much a wrestler guy.
Now
the only thing with Dustin is, he just doesn't have the strength that most guys at 160 pounds have.
You see that? You see Carlos taking him down. Dustin's trying to.
He's going for a headlock right there.
Now he's trying to hang on to it too much from going behind it. There's no way that he's going to pull Carlos over as Carlos sprawls out. This is just the inexperience of Dustin in the cage trying to
Well,
trying
he's
to
reaching back
out-wrestle
at this point right there. You know, we always tell guys don't reach back, and you're going to see why. You get punched in the face.
Yeah, I mean...
And you got to remember, this is the first time Dustin's fighting without a headgear, so he may feel a little uncomfortable there.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit out of his element. You know, he's stepping out from the amateur, stepping out from wrestling into the cage. You know, he's just kind of going off of instinct, trying to hang on too hard to that headlock.
He's got that headlock, and he is not letting go.
He's putting up a fight, that's for sure. I mean, now he's kind of getting to his back. He's trying way too hard to crank him over, though. Carlos isn't going anywhere.
He finally let go, yep.
Now Carlos got behind him. Now he's going for the choke. Oh, he might be caught right here.
Oh, he's caught. That's deep. It's hard to get out of a rear choke when it's sunk in deep.
Oh, and he taps.
You know, good fight, Dustin. You know, that was a good job.
Maybe a few more weeks of training with Team Cannon, and you know, he'll learn to not reach back for that headlock. You know, he just got caught.
We'll take Dustin back to the training room, and we're going to teach him how to win. That was a really good fight, though.
You can see right here as he pulls back, sinks in that choke, and that was all she wrote.
1 minute, 15 seconds in the first round. Your winner by submission, rear naked choke, fighting out of the red corner, Carlos Chaparro.
Congratulations to Carlos Chaparro. A tough break for Dustin Ramirez, but we'll definitely see him back in. Maybe with a little bit more training, he'll get a little bit more season. Shannon the Cannon in the ring.
Tonight was your debut MMA fight, and you just fought a guy who's got over 15 amateur wins. How does that make you feel? You just fought a guy with a lot of experience. Hey, what gym do you train with?
Ready, man. You guys want to come in and try it out? Start ready all day.
Got anybody want to say thank you to?
I want to thank my parents for supporting me and and stuff. My coaches, hey, they're the one pushing me, so I got to thank my coaches and my training partners, so thank you guys.
Hey, everybody, put your hands together for Carlos Chaparro!
Very impressive win from Carlos Chaparro. We'll see you next week here on Rage in the Cage TV. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks.
EZ Tattoo, the only studio to go to for the best in service, style, and sanitation. At Scottsdale's oldest and most respected tattoo studio, each job is a work of art. Utilizing the latest technology, the state-of-the-art facility has award-winning professionals for when it's time to turn your body into a canvas. We also specialize in body piercing. Pick your style and our award-winning piercing artists will take care of you. For professional, innovative tattoos and piercings, come to EZ Tattoo in Scottsdale.